What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to C-Roll Productions. You guys, we got our first look at the continuation of the 1974 The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, directed by Tobe Hooper. First look at the poster of a continuation of that original film. Now, this poster looks great. I dig it 110% because it looks like there's some skin stretching across the poster. And if you look very detailed at the very bottom of the chin, you can see the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You can see, what's his name, his original name, Hewitt, with the big old chainsaw. Man, Texas Chainsaw Massacre legit is still in my top 10 horror films of all time. Still to this day, one of the greatest horror films ever made. No music, no score in that entire film, which gives it so much more of an intense, realistic approach. Absolutely love it. But then I also appreciate a really good score. You take 1978, John Carpenter's Halloween, where the score is so effective, so simplistic. It's so perfect. So I'm a fan of both. But with this particular franchise, they've had some hits and they've had some misses. The original film, I feel like, is all top, right? That's the best one. And then you had, the sequels and, in the 80s and the 90s. You had the one with Matthew McConaughey, just straight trash. And then you had the reboot of the franchise. I think that was in 2003, like 2005 or 2006. One of those two. You had, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then you had the beginning, which I actually really enjoyed. I really enjoyed that first remake of the film. I thought that was pretty damn good with Jessica Biel. I was like, yo, this is a great remake of the franchise. And then they did, the beginning. The beginning wasn't as good as, the remake in 2003, but it was still very much entertaining. And then after that, you had you had more of them. They just fell flat. They were terrible. Then you had like Leatherface. Leatherface was like a prequel when he was a kid. I didn't even bother watching that because I was just like, no, thank you. It just seemed lame to me. It really did. Maybe I should watch it. Maybe I'm missing out on something. I mean, post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought if you have seen that Leatherface film. But with this film, with this continuation of the first film, I'm so excited about. I mean, I know there had their problems on set. The original two directors, legit left after the first week of shooting, and they were replaced. I don't know their names. Sorry, forgive me. But I'm gonna go into this film with an open mind because I feel like as of right now, remakes and continuations in the horror genre have been really good for me. I mean, Halloween 2018, you have It Chapter 1, you have It Chapter 2. So right now, I feel like we're on a good roll. So I'm gonna go into this with a very open mind. And if it's anything like the original film, then I think we are legit. We have a gem on our hands if it's anything like the original film. Now, imagine if they did this movie with no score. That would be even more cooler. I mean, but I doubt that. I honestly doubt that, that this film won't have a score. I mean, being in 1974 with budget reasons and stuff like that, that's probably why they didn't have a score. That's probably why they didn't have any kind of music in the film, which, it really benefited the film a lot. But I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm excited for this. I think it's a good idea to do a continuation after the first film. I think that's a great idea. That's what Halloween did. Halloween 1978, and you had David Gordon Green, who directed Halloween 2018, which is a direct sequel after the original Halloween, discrediting every other Halloween movie ever made. And that's not knocking, the franchise. That's like, I want to take a different approach. I want to try something else. I'm not going to remake it like Rob Zombie did. You know what I mean? But I want to take a different approach to the franchise. And I feel like it worked really good. And they still played a bunch of homages, in that Halloween 2018 film. And it's still, it holds up. It's a great fucking movie. I can't wait for Halloween Kills. I can't wait for Halloween Ends. But like I said, I'm really pumped to see what this new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film has in store for the franchise. Maybe it can give it some jolt to really bring back the franchise. And I'm really happy that slasher films are coming back, baby. It's about time because I'm sick of this paranormal shit. I feel like, Blair Witch Project didn't really start it all because that was in the late 90s. And then after that, you didn't have any kind of paranormal type movies until Paranormal Activity. I remember I was in high school. And that really kind of just jump-started the whole paranormal, movement. And, it's time it finally died off, you know what I mean? And it's happening. And now the whole, slasher genre is coming back. You have Scream 5 still that's going to be dropping, that's currently filming. Really hyped for that. And you have Halloween Kills, like I've already mentioned. I'm excited. Candyman, I'm excited. I'm excited. Coming from a guy who loves horror, I mean, horror just, it breeds in my family. Like, we're all horror fanatics. We love this shit. This week, I'm going to be revisiting People Under the Stairs. Another Wes Craven film. Can't wait to get into that. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about the new official poster for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Please, thoughts, opinions. Let's talk about this. Post your comments down below. And thank you for taking time today for watching Seal Productions. Peace.
We out. We out. We out.